Hello everyone, today I'll be showing you on how to prevent your Google form from being overbooked. So starting off, you want to head over to Google Drive and then you're going to click on new and then go to Google Forms. From here, I'm going to edit it into a booking form. After I'm finished editing my Google form, I'm going to head over to settings and then go to responses, and then I'm going to go to collect email addresses and then click on responder input, and I'm going to make sure I publish my Google form. Now, in order to edit the amount of responses that each person can make on each choice, I'm going to head over to the Google Marketplace by clicking on the three dots right here and then clicking on get add-ons, and from here I'm going to search up form field limiter, and it should be this one right here. And then I'm going to click on install. After I've installed it, I'm going to click on the puzzle piece. And then I'm going to choose form field limit. And from here, I'm going to click on configure. And then this window should pop up right here. You can also include your email. And what it does is once one of the options reach their limit, it's going to send you an email notifying you. You can turn it on or off. And then over here we got each option. So we got an option for 10 a.m. to 10:45 and then 11 to 11:45. I can set a custom limit for each of these, and it's based on responses. So if this gets 4 responses, then then you're not going to see it in the form anymore. I'll show you later. And if you have a lot of options, let's say you have a lot of options and you want to set the same limit to all of them, you're going to come over here, you can click on it, and then you can set a limit. And once you click on apply, it will set it for each of the options over here. And when none of the options are left for each question, let's say both of these options right here reach their limit and they all get crossed off, or they don't show anymore, is going to display this custom message. It says this choice no longer accepts responses. You can set your own custom message, but this is the default one. And if you don't want any of your choices to have a limit, let's say I don't want a limit on these questions right here, what I can do is I could just keep this blank. So if, for example, let's say there was a limit of 2 and I don't want it to have any limits, I could just delete it and it will just have no limit, but these will still have a limit. And once I'm done configuring my Google form, I'm going to click on save. And then once it's done saving, I'll show you how it works now. I'm going to copy this link, and now I'm going to make a response. So it's asking for me to input my email, and then I'm going to choose this right here. Once I'm done choosing my options, I'm going to click on submit. And now if I were to head back to my add-on, once I click on refresh, it's going to show which choices I put. So it syncs up with the responses tab on the actual Google form, and it shows what options the responders chose. So I chose 11 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. and since it has reached its limit, it's crossed off. And if I try to make another response, as you can see, it's gone now because it has reached its limit. But the other choices, for example, personal growth, it is still in there because it does not have a limit. Now let's say I want to edit my response. Let's say instead of choosing 10 a.m. I chose 11 a.m. and I want to edit that response. In order to edit the response, you're going to head back to the puzzle piece and then find form field limit, and this time you're going to click on response manager. This will open up this window right here, and it's going to have each response in here. So let's say there are 500 responses in here and you're trying to track down a specific email. Let's say you can head over to the select search field, and you can search through email, or you can search through the timestamp. And you can also search through every question, and it's going to show the responses that fit the that fit each field. And you can either delete the response by clicking the box and then clicking on delete, but once you delete it, you cannot recover it. You can view the response by just clicking the eye symbol, and it shows the response that they made. And you can also edit the response, but in order to do that, you need to go to settings and then select editing response. So I'm going to head over to settings, and then in responses tab, I'm going to click on allow response editing. Once I've checked that box, I'm going to click on edit. Now I can edit my response. So I'm going to choose 10 a.m. to 10:45, and then I'm going to keep everything the same, and then I'm going to click on submit.